Students, again I am Priyanka from St. John English High School. Now in the previous class we all have studied ratios of areas of two triangles. Okay, now next you all have studied basic proportionality theorem in the previous or the first one video which I have sent it today only, and the converse of the theorem BPT, that is basic proportionality theorem. Students, I think that I have explained you before that in exam only one question will come for a theorem, that you have to write down the theorem. If statement is given to you, you have to explain that statement as a theorem. So I suggest that there is no need to learn the theorems, because only one question is going to come for theorems to write it down, and you will have option for that also. So why you are wasting your energy in the learning? I suggest just understand the concept, that how it comes. It will be more understandable to you, and it will be more beneficial to you. So I suggest that do not learn the theorems, just understand the concept. So I think so there is no need to explain the converse of BPT theorem, but you need to remember and you need to understand the concept behind the converse of BPT theorem. I think so you all know that is what is the main theorem and what is the converse of it. Okay, so next is property of an angle bisector of a triangle. Now first of all I'll read this statement. The bisector of an angle of a triangle divides the side opposite the angle in the ratio of the remaining sides. What is given to you? The bisector of an angle. Now you all can see here angle triangle ACB. Now don't just forget about this part. Okay, just concentrate on triangle ACB, where C is the angle bisector of angle C. It divides the main angle C into two equal angles, that is ACE and BCE, and it intersects the opposite side of that angle, that is AB, in point E. Fine. Now the first line we have explained. Now the bisector of an angle of a triangle divides the side opposite the angle, means this bisector C dividing its opposite side AB in the ratio, means AB is getting divided in the ratio equal to opposite side opposite to the angle in the ratio of the remaining sides, means it is dividing the opposite side in the ratio of its remaining sides. Means what? After AB is the opposite side of angle C, so what are the remaining sides? AC and CB. So now tell me, after intersecting at point E, this AB is divided into two parts. Okay, maybe they are equal or not equal, doesn't matter, but it is dividing in two parts, that is AE and EB. So what we have to show that AE and EB, it is equals to ratio of AC and BC. That is what you have to prove, that AE upon EB equals to AC upon CB. Now okay, I'll explain that in the question. Just first of all I'll explain this one. Now tell me one thing, AE upon EB. Now for showing this one or to proving this one, what we have to do, we have to construct that CE is parallel to DB, or we have to draw DB such that it should be parallel to CE and it should intersect the line AC at point D. So means if I extend AC, it will intersect the at point D, so it forms one angle CDB. Now you know that CE and DB are parallel. By construction we can say that, okay, if CE and DB is a parallel, I think so you all have studied CE parallel to DB and CE parallel to DB, and if CB is the transversal, so this angle and this angle will be equal. Reason? Alternate angles. So I can write here angle ECB is congruent to angle DBC. Reason? Alternate angles. Fine. I'll give number 1. Fine. Now again, CE and DB if parallel and AD is the transversal. CE parallel to DB and AD is transversal. So what happened? This angle and this angle will be equal. Reason? Corresponding angle. So I can write here angle ACE is congruent to angle CDB. Reason? Corresponding angles. Okay. Now tell me one thing. If this angle and this angle is equal, this angle and this angle is equal, you already know that these two angles is okay. I'll write here angle ACE is congruent to angle BCE. Number 1, that is given to you. Okay, and this should be number 2, and I must say that number 3. So from 1, 2, 3, or in our language, that how we used to study in our class. Okay, I'll give you a name X and this X. Fine. These two angles are equal. Why? Because C is angle bisector. If this angle is X, this angle is also X, that we have proved. That is alternate angle. If this angle is X, this angle is also X, that we have proved. It is corresponding angle. So ultimately in this triangle CDB, these two angles are equal, and if these two angles are equal, it means that CDB is an isosceles triangle. Angle CDB is congruent to angle CBD, hence triangle CDB is an isosceles triangle. And if it is an isosceles triangle, by the converse theorem of isosceles triangle, what it says, the side opposite to congruent angles are also congruent. Yes, side opposite to congruent angles are also congruent. Fine. So what it will come? That is CD is congruent to CB. CD is congruent to CB, that we have proved. Now just think about triangle ADB. Here C is parallel to DB, and what we have studied in the basic proportionality theorem, that is AC upon CD equals to AE upon EB. Is that so? We have studied, no? Now AE upon EB, that we want here to show AE upon EB. Now in the place of CD, can I write CB? Yeah, I have already proved that CD and CB is equal. So in the place of CD, I can write AC upon CB equals to AE upon EB. Is it so? So that what we have to prove, na? See, AC upon CB equals to AE upon EB. That what we have to prove, na? So we have proved it. Okay. If you do not understood this in one watch, I suggest you that do watch for twice or thrice, but understand the concept behind that. Okay, there is no need to learn this theorem, but you should understand this. Now next is a property of three parallel lines and their transversals. All of you can see here L, M and N are three parallel lines. T1 and T2 is a transversal. Okay, we will just read the statement first of all. The ratio of the intercepts made on a transversal. Now first of all, what is the intercept? If T1 and T2 are transversals, because of these three parallel lines AB, BC, PQ and QR, these are the intercepts made on the transversal. So what we have to prove? the ratio of the intercepts made on a transversal by three parallel lines is equal to the ratio of the corresponding intercepts made on any other transversal by the same parallel line. These are the intercepts made on the first transversal. So ratio of these intercepts should equal to the intercepts made on the second transversal. That's what we have to show. It's very easy, students. Just understand the concept behind that. Now you all of you can see here these three parallel lines L, M and N, T1 and T2 transversal. Now L, M and N are intersecting transversal T1 and T2 in 6 different points. So what we have to prove, AB upon BC, this is what the intercepts made on the first transversal, it should be equal to PQ upon QR, the intercepts made on second transversal. Now what I have done, I have joined CP. Fine. Now because of joining this, okay, I'll join like this, CAP, it forms one triangle CAP. Now here you all know that BM or line M is parallel to line N, so AP will be parallel to BQ. So can we apply BPT theorem here, that is basic proportionality theorem here? Yes. So I can write in triangle ACP, AP is parallel to BQ, hence CB upon BA equals to CQ upon PQ. Sorry, I should give you a name, CD. That is CD upon PD or DP. Okay, number 1. Same time this again can forming a triangle, that is PRC. So I can write here in triangle PCR, DQ is parallel to CR. So because of that, what happens, that is, I must say that PQ upon QR equals to PD upon DC. Yes, PQ upon QR equals to PD upon DC, or we can write the same thing here, is that AB upon BC equals to PD upon DC. Okay, now this PD upon DC and this PD upon DC, right hand side of the both equations is equal. So ultimately what will happen, these two sides will be equal, that is AB upon BC equals to PD upon DC. That what PQ upon QR. That what we have to explain, we have to prove now, that is AB upon BC equals to PQ upon QR. Now what I want to tell you is that just understand the concept and keep this thing in your mind, that if three parallel lines and two transversal are given to you, they made the intercepts, so their intercepts made on one transversals are in the ratio and they are equal in the intercepts made on the other transversal, that is AB upon BC equals to PQ upon QR. This is what all about the practice set 1.2. I'm not going to give you whole practice set today only. I'll give you 2 days. So we will not take algebra after that. I'll give you 2 days. In that 2 days, just understand this concept thoroughly, guys, and solve the questions based on it and ask me the query. Okay? Thank you and have a nice day.